You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices come. Hi yeah. Credibility, now we ability news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer.
Tuesday, June 10. Very good morning and welcome to the breakfast show where they come to you from Liberty Online Television. Where they bring the program come to now this morning. My name is Alex Lawrence Kogoma.
All right, and me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. It's Tuesday and at the 10th day, right?
The 9th.
The 9th day. I'll let June done quick.
I get lost. So let it think.
It's the 9th day of June 2026. And inside this edition of the breakfast show, like how we can do them every morning, Mondays to Fridays, we can there so for discuss issues them of public interest, as this is our public interest media, where they look at different issues them we go interest the public and waiting people can want for here. So now this edition of the breakfast show this Tuesday morning today, we ask the question, say, if the All People's Congress APC party a better alternative for the 2028 elections. Where they can talk to the public the National Publicity Secretary for the APC, where they can tell we if then a better alternative, what it then gets for the people of Sierra Leone ahead of the 2028 elections. Also, we go talk to the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP. The PRO can tell we waiting the SLPP they offer Salon people if they want for win the 2028 elections. And now this edition of the breakfast show again, we're announcing our 2 segments then at the show. The next segment will be 9 to 10. We go for look at the continuous topic around the issue we get for do with FGM. Today we go for can talk to a doctor, when a gynecologist, we go for can tell we if really the FGM not seen where they affects woman them pleasure. We can't talk about that. We also go forget somebody in the studio go share your experience after being undergo FGM we been small. That's the issues that we will discuss at this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, like we maybe tell now plenty things at the program for now this morning, and the most all the topic are interesting, but we all go for the doctor Naya actually say forget a lot of discussion.
I know.
And then every day I study and say woman no go bondo. Not the whites, not they get enough feeling. So the guy go come this morning and I have to confirm that, and if that's true, I don't maybe I get that kind of crazy.
Alex, you know, the world are advancing.
Yeah,
people listen and openly they discuss issues and when
the Western world, they discuss things, they discuss this thing that people don't know. Not make hypocrite about it. I make some home not sweet.
Yeah.
You know, something we discuss and so many people will learn. So now I make the doctor.
Well, the doctor go can't tell we really because then we na like could kiss na woman doctor them. They go can't tell we really if FGM they affect human in pleasure. Everybody gets their own perception. Where it can to some of them till and
the guy come.
Yes, when it come
about pleasure, no, go break if you drink, you enjoy.
Well, where Dr. Jallo come, go can't tell the viewers because even yesterday where we host Nene, a lot of calls and messages come after the program. People they still debate this issue. Some man believes say na true say FGM they affect human pleasure. Some man believes say no, not to true. It just depends on if the man good enough for let the woman get pleasure. But anyway, we go discuss and with the doctor.
From the doctor, not me
scientific studies then they where you can't tell we about waiting then study then they don't talk really about the issue we get to do with FGM. We're not taking any position. We just present the issues them as then they from different aspects and different perspective, and una go judge now when una listen to the different angles then where we they deal with on the issue we get to do with FGM. But anyway, we'll continue with the breakfast show and we'll start with politics. I tell you, say we want to hear this morning from the APC. If then a better alternative for the 2028 elections, waiting really then gets for offer if then an alternative to the SLPP. And also the SLPP go can't tell una the viewers them waiting and they do waiting and gets for offer for let una believe say una for vote them in again come the 2028 elections. And for can't talk about that this morning, we get at the studio CD at Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary of the APC. Good morning, CD, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Mabel. Always a pleasure for the thank you very much.
All right, and we also get the virtual link Moses Mambu, when we go for start the conversation with in the public relations officer for the Salon People's Party, and members say yourself where they watch go tell me what you think between them two major party here. Or that you feel say 2028 go for possible get a win. Is the APC a better alternative? You say for the watch, drop your message, you could definitely read them at this edition of the breakfast show. We're gonna the virtual link and welcome Moses Mambo, the public relations officer for the Sierra Leone People's Party. Good morning, Mambo, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewers. Thank you for having me.
All right, we start the conversation with you. The Sierra Leone People's Party within governance currently. Like we pull the flyer, we ask the Sierra Leone People's Party. We want for know waiting on the offer Sierra Leone people them for the 2028 elections. If una want for be re-elected, for continue for their power. But let me just know first: is the Sierra Leone People's Party prepared for the 2028 elections?
Thank you very much for having me. Yes, the Sierra Leone People's Party ready for the 2028 elections. We done the ready from the day where the 2023 election done. The day where they announced the 2023 election results, declare the presidency. The other day we do claim. Now in the Sierra Leone People's Party begin for prepare for the 2028 elections. This is how serious Sierra Leone People's Party take the 2028 elections. So we don't use the past, as a party, we don't use the past 3.5 years for continue for prepare for the 2028 elections. Until you know, say the mandate of every political party, now for make sure say they win political power and continue for govern the country. That are the key primary objective of any political party. So each time we win election, and this time the burden a not heavy on we for begin for prepare. Because when we win elections, You'll get two body now inside the SLPP. You get the SLPP government, where they continue the business of the day, for continue for administer development and address we manifesto promises where we make to the people. And then we get the political party of INSSF now, where they day and begin prepare one term for the next election. So now you make you go find out, say, not to everybody, now the political, we hold positions that the political party globally go able for the inside government. Some then can they outside government, even the one that with the inside government can also provide leadership for continue for project the party for get ready for the next election. So for the SLPP, we don't prepare for 2028 since the end of 2023. And how we can do them, we can make sure say like with 2018 election done, we win them. We make sure say we learn from the successes so we gain from 2018. We also learn from the challenges we face as a party in 2018 for make those challenges better, for make those successes more better. And every election cycle getting your unique opportunities, getting your unique challenges. So some unique opportunities and challenges we'll learn from 2018, we make them better. We bring in more innovative ideas, we bring in more technology for make sure say we're able to connect with the grassroots people across the country, for able for impact we campaign in 2023. And I make if you see we campaign pattern in 2018 is slightly different from the campaign pattern in 2023. And now we don't read for the past 3 years, we don't also read, understand the political dynamics, the technology we don't coincide now, AI don't coincide, politics, we don't read all and we don't try for embed. How can we take advantage of all the opportunities then they for make we campaign 2028 even more robust, more better, more people centered, and we're able for use them for connect deeper with the grassroots people them across the country, so that the 2028 message you get for live forward with that message you get for be championed by we flag bearer. We get for make sure say we use all mechanisms available to this new political trend for able for connect that message with the for able for connect that message with the people. The other side we go not say SLPP is more ready than any other political party for the upcoming elections. Now for deal with internal politics, that is with lower level elections. If you find out now Salon, now only SLPP don't do almost all in lower level elections, because part of readiness for an elections in a country as a political party, you get forget preparedness, internal preparedness. And one way for prepare internally, now forget a legitimate structure in place as a political party, internal legitimate structure in place for make sure say then get the mandate of all the party people then for let them continue for carry on the day-to-day activities of the party with no hindrance. So if you look at the SLPP mantra, the only election we left for we now for go elect the next president of Salon, who we can call, we people that normally people that can call the next flag bearer elections. Other political parties, if you find out, still a struggle for even complete zonal elections, even complete constituency elections. You understand? Time even deeper beats them for able to get a proper national functional executive in place for able to carry on. Because they can say we married get for sweet, now the bachelor's eve, the engagement. Now they don't say this married they get for sweet. One way we did not say political party prepare for face an election, a tough election like the one in 2028. You will find out say at least 2 years to that election, the 2 to 3 years to that election, that political party for don't get a functional national executive, district executive, regional executive, constituency executive, global, international chapter
Yes.
executive,
Yeah, Mambo.
will legitimate. Arikam. Yeah, Mamila just land on this point. Executive with functional. We ready for carry on the day to day. But if you look right now, currently, the mandate of we party then executive self by under the mandates almost expire. PPRC don't extend the mandate to another 6 months. So you will find out, say, when you look the SLPP and look every other political party in terms of preparedness, all the 14 political party in terms of preparedness for 2028, no other political party not match the SLPP. As I tell you, internally, we don't done all we internal. All structure within the SLPP, where they in place right now, they are legitimate. Now structure, then we get mandates till 2027, till to some structure, then we get mandates till 2028. Before that mandate they expire. So we are ready. When it comes to national level now, which is the government, I don't know if you want to interject, because I just want to move now from the party. Okay, you go now to the government side. Because they talk on the party side,
You don't
for
lay the
showing preparedness
premise
now.
as per on our internal arrangements for, according to you, for sure, say on ready for the 2028 elections. Let me your highlights where you believe say as a party where they in governance now then thing and they go for them the card one of the show to Sierra Leoneans them for voting in 2028. Waiting at the major achievements them where you believe say go convince the people enough say that this one I don't offer them for let them give una another chance. Waiting in at the card.
So the first thing we did at the card now for produce an acceptable candidate for 2028. You understand? Because when you get a message, the person with carry on your political message also gets in your flyer what they use for galvanize people. So one of the ways we'll get for win 2028 elections, now for make sure say as a party, we don't make the mistake that we will do in 2005, where we go elect the flag bearer na McKinney. We inside that election, they will go elect that flag bearer na McKinney. Who that's the people that we want, the people and the delegate then were forced for elect a candidate where an individual be want, or with few people, you understand, with few conglomerates them within we party at that time be want. But the majority of the people them where they wake up 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning for go make line for vote, they not be want. So at the end of the day, you see the repercussion we done they bring in the party. So the first thing we'll get for showcase, apart from the gains that we don't make as a party in power for the past 10 years, we done they get for being 2028. They get for be the individual, the character of the individual will get for produce. And the way we do the process for produce the candidates, we get for be acceptable by the not only the SLPP voters, but we cut across tribe line, regional line, and political divide across the country. So you go able for tapping because SLPP are the only political party we know actually can say this na me base. We get base now almost out of the 19 political districts. SLPP get base now almost 16 to 17 of them. Because for local self now in 2023, you see we move from 15% to almost 36% of the total vote cast now put local districts. So we don't make enormous gains now places like put local. So SLPP gets almost stronghold. We are almost strong in 17 out of the 19 political districts across the country. So one way where we get for sure say we ready for win the 2028 elections. Now forget a candidate where they appease not only the supporters of SLPP, but they appease general voters within Sierra Leone. So that's the first step. And that process there we there on now for make sure say we make the next flag bearer election transparent, accountable, open, so that people go able to participate. And at the end of the day, when we get a flag bearer, all the other contender them we participate on that election day go make sure say they rally around that particular candidate day for make we go with the message now. So the first message in part, the first thing they rely on for win 2028, they get for be the character, the posture of the candidate who they get for 2028. Because in that candidate day, now get for be the master messenger, the lead messenger for carry on the development message and who we don't go, but also bring in your mind you with 2028 campaign approach get for take twofold. First, now for talk about the gains and who don't do between 2018 to 2028, the gains and what we don't do. We get for communicate them effectively and people and get for see them. Not to say we get for make up story. For example, if we say SLPP come, now we don't do the Mambang Bridge, the Mambere Bridge, na lie. We people then go there and go see the Mambere Bridge and go see the Mambang Bridge, for example, what SLPP do. But we get forget a credible, a likable, a sexy, a Gen Z driven, a generational driven candidate. For example, with that candidate, they go able for talk to Gen Z, then listen. Go able for talk to middle age and listen. Go able for talk to old people, then they listen. That candidate say for able for cut across political divide. If you go to the east, they like them. They go to the west, they like them. They go to the north, walala. They go to the south, then like them. So we get forget that kind of candidates they first. Once that candidates they don't position, they don't lead with 40% force in winning. Just getting the right candidate don't put you in a position in 2028 for win at 40%. Now, the remaining 60% get for do two things. One, for build on the gains and what we make between 2018 to 2028. Two, they also need new ideas them how you want for carry the salon forward because any leader with the cap, they get a new vision on how you want for see salon come forward. And the trend, the messages and what we use for campaign, the things and the development agenda they will put forward for 2018 and 2023, again for slightly different to the one in 2028, because the person will get for elect as flag bearer, because me say again for vote. Of course, me na super delegate. So if you dey out here, you na flag bearer, at least for the ready now for the talk to PRO Mambu, because me na super delegate. But that's just an aside. The person who we get for elect as flag bearer get two things. One, again for able for effectively communicate on all sector the things and what we don't do, what we need the people and for look at them things and we don't do, for also give we the mandate. Two, they also get for come with new innovative ideas. By instance, as a leader and the new team we in place so we at the party, what are the new messages we go work with the people? What are the new development messages we will put forward? We go carry Salon go, move on from Musai, President Bill, stop to Musai one for clear and go next. You understand? AI don't coincide now. The economies of the world, they are technology driven. This is youth-led approach now. Social media don't take center stage when it comes to campaigning, when it comes to communicating to people. People don't get new needs. Young people get new needs now compared to the needs that will be used for campaign before. So that person they get for camp, one for talk about the gains and what we make, we President Bio big data power, but also put forward a bold, ambitious agenda. We by incessant we see and say together with you experts them, waiting then go do next after President Bio for move Salon to the next stage
All
of
right,
which I would don't
Mambu.
care and go before. So now then two message and then I think two category of message then that person they get for specifically
We
no.
will come
But
back
we'll
to
come
you.
to but we'll come to specific expanding on sector by sector, which
We
we
will can
don't
talk
do.
about
With
that.
that person get for carry on their message and then we'll come that side. But just the preamble and for layout how we political agenda they go for 2028
Okay.
when it comes to the 2028 elections. From the party level, we're ready and decide what we did now. We decide for get the right candidate and that candidate to get for champion messaging
All right,
for
Mambu. You,
protect
you
the
you
gains that
don't
we
say
would
that.
already made and it also get for lay forward in your bold agenda for the next election.
All right, continue for the with me at the link. We will come back to you shortly. Let me just bring Sidia Tunis from the All People's Congress APC party. We ask Ona if Ona a better alternative for the 2028 elections. But let me just start for let you lay the premise. The APC ready for take on the 2028 elections? Waiting they should say Una ready if Una ready.
Maybe we always ready. I mean, no doubt about it. We are a political party. The position we say for take back governance in this country, and that is why if you look at how we operate, we get several strata, several layers we set up within the party. We get different groups, different teams focused on specific things. Then we get for do with the governance now this country, specific things we get for do with internal democracy as a political party, and we also they carry we self in a way where they carry the people along. If we look at we constitution now, it give a lot of power to the people at world levels, which is why, as much as it go seem like, we know they move, we they move. But we want for also make sure say the power where the people get, they're able to exercise the power to the fullest. That is why when the world elections don't take place, all of the grievances, the petitions, will they allow the processes for take place so that at the end of the day the outcome will be acceptable by all. But in any case, even where we go on with the elections, the internal democracies, we get teams we focus on specific governance issues. That is why we go come na radio, we go come na TV and talk robustly on things that we know they go well in the country, and we they give alternatives. We they put press conferences, we would clearly articulate problems that we would face as a nation and how we feel say, we for solve them problems then they as an alternative to waiting this government they do now we know they work. We always don't they say except sabi for govern, and we always ready for teach them how for govern if they want for listen to we. That is why we always come on and articulate programs them when they do we not correct. And if you ask me, I go say for 2028 for many reasons why I go articulate now this morning, we are a better alternative to this current government we do now.
You say the APC is a better alternative to the SLPP within governance right now. Waiting at the edge where you believe say the APC gets over the SLPP, we go give una a win 2028.
So now we hand over government to the SLPP in 2018. And at the time when they hand over government, we had a unified country. Maybe we were a government we create opportunities for every Sierra Leonean. We look at Sierra Leone as a country, we for be united, we for bring we all together, and we will for harness the potentials, the capabilities, and the capacities of every Sierra Leonean for give them the opportunity for contribute to nation building. That is why when President Ernest Bai Koroma was president, we took people from the SLPP and from other political parties we serve now with governance because we feel say they were competent Sierra Leoneans. We brought in experts, we make sure say we develop every corner of this country. But now waiting with the see, Mabel, we have a very divided country right now. We are a country which side this current administration don't come in, a feel say certain sect for be set up against the other sect. We're in a position now where, we have friends, we have people in governance, where we are brothers, we are friends. Sometimes they even free for talk to yourself as them party, as them brother, because of the way how the government they work. Use yourself with Sidoyanda. Sometimes if you invite me na this rate, na this station, yeah, so 1 or 2 term, then go begin say you na APC. Then go begin brand you. So we have a country we're deeply divided right now. We able for move on, for really enjoy the potentials we'll get at this country. We, na government, we get for can unite this country back, like how we've been doing. We get for can bring in people back. Make sure say we look at every Sierra Leonean, look at the potential, focus on developing the skills of every Sierra Leonean, and use their skills then they for move this country forward, develop this country. That is one aspect of it where we differ from the SLPP. So this idea where election they reach always where you go your SLPP, they talk say APC not like certain set of people, APC. No, we records are there to show. We are the only political party within a government. Every district, I always they say this, and I want to let people and go to every district and try for themselves. Every district now this country see development under the APC, and we go continue, we go expand on that one day when we come back now government 2028. That is one. Secondly, maybe we get for increase the opportunities for people. Government cannot be the largest employer. Any country which our government are the largest employer, that country they not go thrive, that country they not go develop. You get for invest in the private sector. When we were in governance, Sierra Leone been there among countries where the country that the most for ease of doing business. We'll be there among the top 3 now the sub-region. We careful go back to that for ensure say we have a thriving private sector. How do we do that? We therefore make sure say we increase the confidence in the investors then, both local and international, where they come in for invest in this country. But as it is now, this government don't make it very difficult for we. Why? Because of the international reputational damage where they don't inflict on we as a country. Now, every 2-3 days where you wake up, you see news of drugs being, impounded or being confiscated in a foreign country where that drug they originate from Sierra Leone. 2 years ago, I think in some media houses, and I think say Akaya, I talk say the US government don't list we as the transshipment hub, Sierra Leone, as the transshipment hub for drugs and money laundering. This was 2 years ago, the United States government. And if you see with the face problem today with visa bans, just 2 weeks ago, we now listed among countries where the United States even get for stop for use with embassies for issue visas. So we don't go back to where we get for the go in a foreign country for get visa for go America. That is one. Just yesterday, Like the United States, now the European Union, themselves don't list Sierra Leone now as a hub for drugs and other, illicit and illegal dealings them. This now the super hub now for drug. Now this now the way they go to European country, and they not only stop there, they even accuse we say with they harbor criminals, people who don't commit crimes. Now European countries where they come now, where they harbor them now, where they protect them now, where they provide safe haven now, and then they threaten even sanctions and others. So all of these, when people wait for come invest in this country, they see them kind thing and they go discourage for kind invest now. And waiting go happen, the burden go continue for increase on government. The opportunities will for they get through the private sector, they reduce. So these are all things we as a government will go deal with differently. In 2008, for example, we had a situation where drug playing land in this country. We were swift as a government for handle nowadays. We'll bring in the MI6, we'll bring in the FBI, international reputable institutions we sabi for investigate them kind thing and they. We bring them in and we deal with that matter. And from that time, about drug issue in this country again until where this government can have power 2018.
You already don't answer one part on the next question what be they about to ask you. If you say the APC is a better alternative for 2028 elections, two things we hanging right now I believe say for open the phone line where plenty Sierra Leoneans and go be interested in for solving the country gets for do with the issues of drugs and that's of then daily bread where we can cut for short the bread and butter issues. You already don't make attempts for answer the parts we get for do with the drugs. The bread and butter issues, if the APC na a better alternative 2028 for solve them for salon people, waiting una go do differently from waiting they happen now?
So it intertwine. That is why I started with that, because for let you address the people and bread and butter issue, you get for first of all, make sure say you have a thriving economy. And how you did get a thriving economy, you get for make sure say you get a private sector we go lead your economy to a high income economy and even push into middle income economy. If you look at our agenda for prosperity, we be don't set Sierra Leone on the map for ensure say we become a middle income economy by 2030. That was our agenda. We will be done set. But of course, them I don't can set we be in. Maybe you get for make sure say you increase your domestic revenue. If you look when we begin our governance between 2007 to 2018, we increased the domestic revenue based on this country. How did we do that? We open the tax bracket. We don't increase taxes on businesses. We just ensure say we get taxes at a level acceptable where businesses they pay. We make sure say we introduce the Asikuda system now at Aki for increase the amount of revenue we would generate now at Aki. We ensure say we make this country attractive for private sector. We come in and also invest a lot and create more opportunities in terms of employment for people. But in doing so also, we now as government, because we're not able for increase the revenue and because we'll be able also for bringing the private sector will be ready for invest in this country, we now focus on the social issues. That one where they affect the daily lives of the people of this country for make sure say we ease the burden on them people and the one. That is why we introduce the free healthcare. Because we sit down say we look at the country, we feel say the healthcare cost at that time be very high. Doctors will not be the earn better. So they not be encouraged for going to the public sector hospitals and medical institutions for work. They set up their own private clinics. Then when are the most patients that be the go way able afford and then one we not able afford and not be the go day. So waiting be they happen. The Bella woman and they go to the then traditional back attendance there, and when they get complications with them and they not able to deal with, then they die, so the maternal mortality be high. We introduce the free healthcare, we increase the salaries of the doctors and health workers them. Then one will not be get pin codes when I be volunteer, we bring them into the system and give them pin codes. We improve on the conditions of service of the medical workers them. and waiting happen, we reverse that trend there. Then we focus on education. We see and say the world they move towards science and technology. And that is why we renamed the Ministry of Education to Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. And we go further, say, we want for improve on the status of the women of this country. But for that we do that, they will for start with the young women. And we introduce a policy where every woman where they do science in this country now being tuition free up to university level. And we were paying college tuition for them woman, and they be the get scholarship in addition to the government granting aid would be the introduced. And also we focus on tech votes. We don't look at this country, Mabel. Job opportunities can only be created where you don't provide the right kind of people with the jobs they want. So we look at our education system. We don't say it is time for us to begin look at the syllabuses what they offer at universities. Let we move towards tech folks, employable graduates than for just the produce graduates. So we get for look at also which courses then we go offer. When people then graduate with then courses and the way then come out, they go be marketable now the job market. These are all things we will get for do differently than waiting the SLPP they do now. We started when we were in governance and it be the work, and when they come the reverse. But again, the economy, Mabel, if you notice, then things then where they drive the economy, where they make sure say you get a stable economy, we focus on them. We be make sure say we stabilize the foreign exchange in a way where the leon, becomes stronger. In this sub-region, we money been very strong, but today even Guinea money value pass we own. For the first time in the history of this country now under this administration, Guinea money can value pass we. The amount of exports what they see under this administration is far lesser, than waiting with the import. So as a result of that, we always get trade deficits. We're not good also for we as a country, we're not the earn because we're not able to earn better from waiting with the send out and with the import more than waiting with the send out. So that itself not good for we. With domestic produce them also, we see say don't reduce. When we come in, Mabel, you find out say we be invest a lot in agriculture. We been get agro business centers them all across this country. We say we they give seeds, fertilizers to farmers. We even get local banks. We say they be the bank the money there.
The people of Sierra Leone twice in elections kikuna out.
Well, I mean, elections business now a whole different matter. When governments don't take 10 years, starting 10 and they, people can overlook the good of then government that they.
You be facing the people that out to now.
Well, I be say the propaganda woke. The propaganda woke, and a lot of things happen where changed things in 2018. But clearly the people of this country don't see the difference because there are things where we be don't set in place, we be the work very well, not the work again.
You think people are in regrets currently?
Oh, of course. 2023 showed. I always they say 23 elections na classic example of how Sierra Leoneans regret the decision in 2018 and they were ready for a change in 2023. But of course, the circumstances we happened to 2020 in 2023, we all talk about and we all know what happened. And that is why it is difficult for us as APC. To this day, we still know they accept the fact say, that result where they announced 2023, now waiting the people of this country say.
See, if you look at all what Mambu say, movement the street of Richard, talk to APC member, all this way don't talk. They'll say the APC get the answers. But internally, people when they say the APC not say yes. The APC not look the move, they say internal fight. And they see the party they move on for put the structures when necessary. Because if you listen Mambuna, then they think how forget flag bearer.
There is no internal fight in the APC, Alex. What thing I go always say is that if you look at it, is always easier for parties in governance, for complete the internal processes than parties in opposition. When the SLPP were in opposition, they struggle, just like how the APC they struggle now. However, the difference between we and SLPP is the fact that we have a constitution we want for respect. And everything where they happen in the APC now are simply because we want for follow constitutional provisions. We have a situation where clearly, and I'm not gonna hide this, people they take advantage of the fact say the party the opposition. If we take any step now where they go against the constitution, you go see some man they say, oh, they go court. And when you go court, whether the court want for do the right thing or not, it takes time. We all know the judicial process in this country. Sometimes if you don't care, matter go to court. For let the judge read through all the evidences, it take a month. You understand? And all I want the delay with. So for us, it is our responsibility for make sure say we follow with constitution. We go make them difficult for let anybody just grab say how they go.
And you feel say that go affect the party in terms of delivery ahead of the 2020
Well,
election?
that is why we party we structure them in a way that even where we go with the internal democracies, we have teams we focus on other areas. So we they prepare for 2028, we get a situation where the day we they present a flag bearer, we they present her with a ready manifesto that this is the program that we have to take to the people of this country. So they come in ready for run. I mean, all the one that we want for Aspire as flag bearer, they are already part of the internal processes we don't set up now the party. So nobody can be stranger. You know exactly who side we did. You know it's not the party focus. You know it's not the party message. You know it's not the party agenda. And you know how this party want for take this country forward 2028 and beyond.
All right, continue for the with we join Moses Mambu back on the virtual link. Mambu, you listen to CD. According to CD, when I don't bring this country back, they aim for like stable the economy, they aim for like make we get export and we aim for export a lot of things. It makes sure but putting away and doing that in government way we're not able for police country, don't revive this country both nationally and internationally. You feel say with this kind result, when are we able to get headway 2028?
Well, I want to begin with something where CD talk, where you say, where you ask them, where the journalist asks them the question, with all we say, you don't talk, say then do. Why then lost the 2018 election? Now CD answer say, now because the propaganda work for them. Well, this morning I want to let CD know say, the propaganda where they already don't make, they don't package them for 2028. You know, they work by SLPP. SLPP not a political party with the 2028 propaganda of the APC get for work pan. Just like how they fan the flames of the drugs issues and now we big man inside the APC they involve into them. Where the Kush business been begin when I remember where the Kush business been begin. That's how they come back now do they holla. When government take a stance, go check na CID and Pademba the one that we did it today. People that we affiliated with APC. People that we get links with APC, especially people that from McKinney, we get heavy links with the APC. Now then they party Pademba also today has been people that we be the
Mambo,
we be the
the issue of the drugs where you say big people in the APC involved in drugs. Waiting go justify that you statement say.
The justification and they out there plenty. The opinions and they out here and are plenty. You understand? Go na congested communities where
talk about the opinion and the thing they out there. Family member and they in this government we're close to the president, but they don't accuse for Kush. They don't accuse the president in family to in Pekin. Forget relationship with the man where they bring a lot of issues with this country internationally.
Okay,
so not
do
the SLPP they play more role.
That man
they also
enough time.
Accuse the SLPP government for go read now somebody then suspect say they in Kush. The police even notify them so they come. You not feel say on the pave way for just get excuses for thing away una for take responsibility for.
No, not to Dandy. And I really want for make una give me time. Because some statement them are the maker in passing. And the public opinion they out here now. Where the kush business begin, APC total and headache, they cry out all over. When government takes certain positions, we find out at the end of the day, they were heavily, they are people, supporters, people we link to them, were heavily linked to it. When they arrest them, at the end of the day, what's happening? Anybody they talk about the kush business today? No, because it all reduce heavily. And drugs business, not to think way for be political. Now something we don't begin from generations to come. We see this wouldn't be there. We that cocaine plane can we came see they all go Pademba Road. After that they done. But now under APC government will bring Tramadol. Now under then they bring Pampas water and the others. We destroy thousands of youth man their lives in this country. So now I make when it comes to drugs in any country, you not fine for politicizer. And drugs issues, not they make you win political power from the people. Because the people 2028 is about fact. You get for lady fight. You see, we CDD talk, you not give you no data, you not give you no statistics, nothing. Because in APC, they don't believe in data. We don't impact real life. We don't change life from point A to point B. They don't get them. We get the data there. Just few days ago, WFP don't pull report back. Nado. The report did the Transparency International don't pull reports. It did. I wonder if CD can read them reports then they make it see. But I know say they can read them. But the report we can come out with the damn government, neither they read. If any report we see come out internationally, we talk good about government, APC they read them. Then they go near this. But we understand because this is the country where we did. It talks say development they all side. APC creates 2 new districts before then they left this country, Falaba and Karine. They talk the way they talk, so you say development they go all over. Go Falaba before 2018 and Karine. Even district council office, they not been getter. We then create her. Then just creating 2 districts and they forget the political numbers. They don't be no say SLPP so popular that even at the north, you understand we popular. They then create Falaba, we pull another hand. Did they go look the road where they go na Falaba? We don't almost start the road, you don't reach Falaba, you don't pass it. Ask CD, we then create Falaba if they don't want. Karine, we then create Karine. Now been kakas. Today Karine is about for enjoy 42 megawatts electricity na Karine. We almost don't finish the council office na Karine. The amenities we for make a district before you pronounce a district. No be there then 2 districts and the way APC creator, but then create them for political again. Now we come again, we put the amenities then they we go really properly make them call you now say, okay, you're not districts. So we do them. So then people and then Falaba, for example, and Karine, now people that we grateful. 2028, then go look at the SLPP. Then people are creating normal road self for lead winner and not be there. You understand? Light self for log getter and not there. But SLPP don't come, they don't give we light. They don't make road don't carry, don't reach tape Falaba, they don't pass Falaba, and they go before. Why we not go vote for them? Because waiting the people want see in 2028 now impact driven campaign. Impact something we don't do now their life. For example, the people of Lunge and not say 2028 we forget above 60% of the total vote cast now Lunge. Because today when you go Lunge, maybe you go Lunge today, will not only they create employment for the people there na Lunge, but the one thing we hold them, we keep on the airport. APC be want move the airport from Lunge. We for don't make the economy of the people, the livelihood of the people na Lunge go down. Oh, you talk about the livelihood of people of Lunge. It's not only about the airport, the physical structure of INSEF. The physical structure of INSEF, the airport within Lunge, they make businesses that they grow now the community. They make more people, tourism that they go there. So the economic livelihood of the people in Lunge, the world don't improve heavy. Look at the massive hall where they can up na Lunge. You understand? In the presidential pavilion them, where they come up ahead of the ECOWAS meeting. President Biono say la go build na Kenema or Bo for hold the ECOWAS meeting at Kenema or Bo. We get a far better landscape safe. You understand? We get a more scenic. But he said, they can't go to the people of Port Loco. You know what he get for me? For host 4 to 5 days conference, bringing thousands of people now one community, the economy. Right now, you get over 200 young men and women where they work on that site today. You understand? Where they pay them every month, where they work on that site today, where they make the economic livelihood don't improve. So when CD they talk about distribution of national resources across the country, go to Port Loco. Port Loco can serve as an example for make you see, say, when they say distribution of national resources, you see other side we no vote for you, that kind of way they benefit greatly from that. But for we na SLPP, With 2028 get for be about facts, not to propaganda. It not get for be about propaganda. Propaganda not the work 2028. If propaganda work by APC in 2018, for we 2028, propaganda not get for work. Because we make sure say we catalog what we don't do and try and
The
go to
key
the
word
people there.
here,
What we tell
the key word
at the
here
camp,
for
at the
you
mommy
say
una gia.
2028 gets to deal with facts. If we talk about facts, for many Sierra Leoneans, if you do a Vox now, waiting and go tell you now about the issue we get for do with them bread and butter and this issue of drugs. You think that SLP government currently are not able to address the bread and butter issues for Sierra Leoneans when you want for present facts?
The bread and butter issue is a relative term. You know, they use 1 day or 2 days or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years for make sure say you address them. SLPP don't they address the bread and butter issue from where we take power. Not only in 2018, but for we pack and power. Mind you, this country been there over 27 years under APC rule. People they not be even they talk about bread and butter. Because now people they be the make line forget access to basic amenities. We at the end of the day lead to 11 years senseless brutal war. We APC leader foundation day for make war can at this country. There is no way we APC go deny say not to APC political party. Now make in 2007 we Anesco Makam they say the new APC because that old APC day we destroy Salon. We make everything we go through so today. If we don't pass them by now, we destroy Salon to that kind point today. When they come in 2007 with the help of Charles Magai, PMDC, they say this now the new APC, we don't cancel now this country also. So for we now the SLPP, we take every day for address the bread and butter issue of this country, now everyday business. And bread and butter issue is categorized in so many factions. Faction number 1, employment. Have we improved employment now this country? Yes, where APC be in a power, what's happen? The 2 biggest company where them be get the highest number of employers now the private sector. APC close them before they come. London Mining, Africa Mineral. Ask CD outside London Mining and Africa Minerals they today. You know the APC close them completely. Where then come in and they be get thousands of workers. Where be they work the APC close them. CD for go read the ease of doing business report. We cat put na do in 2023. You go see and say in cat the analysis. Salon under the SLPP government is the best place for doing business in this country than any other West Africa country. Now I make on a daily basis, investors and the flock na Salon. See the way Sidoya no say, if you go now from Wellington, from Hastings, till you go reach Mashaka, you dey see different warehouses, different companies, different factories, where nobody happened before. You dey see different factories now that would they go, for example, now the factory zone, now Hastings. Outside then they produce now iron ore. Salon for the first time in history, where they produce iron ore in country. Because when APC been there, the time when APC been there, we then declare we the fastest growing economy in the world. That was in 2012. Iron ore price now been twice the price of iron ore price today now the global market. But what's happen? What's Salon benefit from the fastest growing economy? Nothing. But the only thing will benefit now for letting left with power austerity. Let we pay we workers them from bank overdrafts. You understand? When SLPP take power, iron ore price no dey like how we APC be in power. Never. And most of the major companies, you understand, we been there, we be they produce iron ore in a high quantity, we be the export, we stabilize, we exchange rates. APC kill them. So they bring them come before then they left, then kill them. Is that development? Now I make President Bio can say most of APC then development are cosmetic. Just like how they can talk about electricity. Where APC been there, electricity been there, light been there 24 hours. But what's happy with the light? OSLPP can we hot the light? Or we take the machine they own and buy for the light to go out. No, it's because the APC fixed the light only for political purposes. After that political purpose, they shut and done back. Because mind you, when APC come, President Kaba, they almost don't carry the light business, the Bumbuna go, 95% complete. And then the same contract where APC council will implement in 100 days. Now President Kaba they bring a council, which is the income electric project. You remember, Haja Absa to Kaba and IB Kabo, where APC take power, the problem where they get with ACC, not also, now be behind that income electric project because they needed a stopgap measure, the 500 billion where they meet on the account, where President Kaba left on the account, the Bank of Salon, and take because they don't promise the people and say that the light free on in 100 days, then go, they don't look at no procurement issues, they don't follow no procurement procedure, then go straight to India and bring the income electric machine they come. Now I make in 100 days and light free on. To what end? The turbine then boil along the way, the generator, the most of the machine they would bring under that project they destroy along the way. Most of the money, you understand, they get so much kickbacks that Anesco massive vex. We make it through IB Carbo and Haja Absa to Kaba late. Let God bless his soul. under the bus at that particular time day. For we that the SLPP, we know they do quick fix. We know they per quick fix program. We want to make sure that we will fix the electricity of Sierra Leone. We fix them. So generations to come, they go mix that electricity. They will not go fix the electricity when they na power. When for at the camp, do you when I give that mandate enough time?
We don't give you a long time for it. I don't
No, not so long time. The issues that we
you not feel say because when I fail for continue with some of the things that we APC do. For
no.
example, when I take generator from Makeni go Lunge, there are
No.
machines where they can Tom and blackout we will not continue with.
No.
Make today the
No.
country then at this situation from blackout business.
No,
Make
not
for
we.
example, waiting them be the say but the airport mama wait for them for link salon to other country them open the country in face to the international space. Don't make today all on the reverse back for go start new project them and all that.
No, that is not so true. No government on the way don't lift the face up internationally compared to SLPP government. None. Now under SLPP government, only for the second time in history, we don't be chairman for ECOWAS. You know what it mean for let them vote for you for let you be chairman na ECOWAS? Not to play down there. Now under SLPP government, first time in the history of Salon, where we don't be chair of the UN Security Council non-permanent category, 2 months in a row, they elect Salon. Over 180 countries go cast ballots. They vote for Salon. Say let Salon be the chair of the UN Security Council for 2 months in a row. There is no international name, acclamation, where you go get way past that day. When it comes to education, you know, remember in 2023-24, na Qatar, Salon win the best education ministry globally, the best education minister globally, because of the drive for radical inclusion. For make sure, say, what we can power, we meet at 250,000 Pekin in a school. We don't increase access and quality. We don't increase inclusion. Access no more, we move up from 250,000 to almost 2.9 million Pekin within a school today. So then parents and the Pekin now we don't dump some Pekin now we don't college safe. They benefit through the free quality education where SLPP come in 2018. Remember, we President BOB the campaign, we did not debate and been to money. It was APC we asked the question, say, also you go pull money or make sure so you pay for all the Pekin where they go school na Salo and make sure so you open the school them so that every Pekin we don't reach the age for go school, go access education for free of charge. They be asked President BO that question day. But at the end of the day, SLPP, they call we talk and do. Anything where we say, and I make a tell you additional say, we wanna ask me the question, how prepared are we? I tell you, say, we now they go after for elect the messenger. Because the messenger, they can carry the message of President Bio in successes, but also put forward in your agenda, in your bold, smart, people-driven, youth-led initiative, NADO for 2028 election. So for we, now the SLPP, look at the health sector. We look at employment, now the private sector. We don't increase employment in the private sector from 21% to meter to 49% employment within the private sector. When it comes to government hiring, what can at this country? Now few nurses and doctors, now they be there. Few teachers, now they be there. The teacher ratio, the teacher-student ratio, now this country also, now being 180 to 1 teacher. We don't reduce her now today to 80 students to 1 teacher. You understand? The data they for sure. We even the press for reduce her more. If God give you the money, we're able to mobilize enough domestic revenue. We want to reduce her more to 50 students to 1 trained and qualified teacher. Well, can we meet over 10,000 teachers with no PIN code? We not only don't give them 10,000 teachers that they PIN code, we don't increase them and we don't give them new training. Now SLPP government can introduce new syllabus them na school. Brand new syllabus them, way forward looking. Now this country here. Now we can introduce the syllabus then they for make picking and continue for benefit. Now the health sector, where we come, now 300,000. Yeah, mama. The issues that we see don't raise. The issue that we see don't raise. I make no, I can want to get political conversation. The issue that we see don't raise, then plenty. For make able, I also need for addressing issue then they and then attack and back on new issues there. But if we not they give enough time, then the people they don't go able to understand because people and they follow the conversation step by step.
We will come to
They
you
want for no
shortly.
make we are the best alternative for continue beyond 2028. So if you lay that foundation there in 1 hour, and not do because the things that we don't do na SLPP is so much that 1 hour conversation not do. I will just give you the highlights there. But even as that, if we are not allow we for give the people the highlights them, they're not going able to follow the trend of how the discussion they go.
Able for talk all in a one program. So we go for the gets then kind of conversation here leading to the 2028 election.
Yeah, but it's important that the allegations that we see they don't make It is
Hold on, we'll
important that
come
we
to
address
you.
them so the people go understand we own perspective.
We will come to you back. Let me just come into CDI Tunis. Based on waiting Mambu don't see, what are your chances as an opposition where you believe say now the best alternative for the 2028 elections? Waiting on our chances.
First of all, plenty thing we Mambu say not to do. Those are the same propaganda where they talk about. You know, we know they produce no iron ore in this country. Then they are the challenge among that day. Make it show me who sign Hastings, then they produce iron iron rod in this country. Let's show me that it is not true. You know, and these are the things who they talk about the SLPP. Then bold for Cancidon and tell the people a story we're not too true. Things when they say we're not too true. Then they talk about the issue of Mamama, Poloko district. Mamama is in Poloko district. Waiting make them the rush for Bill Conference Center and Alunge now because President Bill at all costs want for host ECOWAS. And the ECOWAS leaders, they don't make them very clear, say, they're not go risk for Cancidon for cross water because it is very risky for them security-wise, you know, no security conducive for most of the heads of state them. Now that made them they find them very difficult for coming to Freetown because we not get airport on the mainland. Then feels in a security risk for them for Kana Lunge, wait for 2 hours, board the boat, you know, way risky for them. That is why then they rush for go build that makeshift thing where they call conference center and Alunge for host ECOWAS. It is of no benefit to the people of Lunge. It is just because Nadawande the president want for do. That is why then they go ahead with building that conference center. We get for cost this country a lot of money, just like how the airport cost we a lot of money. Where it go take we many years for low pay back. That money they will not a benefit. And if they talk about employment for Lunge people, go to the airport and see the statistics of people when are the locals na Lunge where they work there. And not Boku. In fact, plenty of them will be the work na the old airports, they sack them. They pull them commodity. You go there now, they will tell you. These are the facts. You know, so where is it on they talk about how they don't improve, you know, and this idea also say APC locked the 2 major companies, then that is not true. We had African Minerals, we changed to Shandong. You know, they were Shandong until APC left power. Whatever happens in between, we don't know. Marampa mines, now they were SL mining, now they be did it. Now then can terminate the contract. Later we hear about Marampa mines. Whatever happen, we make them terminate the contract. We don't know, not to we. And if they talk about energy, maybe we had the energy situation under control. I always don't talk and I say when we begin our governance and you go now every country waiting people and they do we make energy sector they work effectively. We they localize the energy supplies. That is why when we begin our governance, we zone Freetown. And because we zone Freetown, we have substations we been they supply every area. You go IMAT, the Japanese they be get and JICA machine they will be the supply IMAT. Kinton be get 2 machines will be the supply most of the central and the western Freetown. You know, we had all these arrangements. Car power now been just stopgap measure. But what they then do when they come because somebody be one for make money, then terminate all the machines, then they then go to car power, then go sign a contract who will not go able to afford. Then go for 60 megawatts electricity, where they not even get the transmission line for that day, the capacity for that one day. And we were paying $7 million to car power every month. So money we will not be able to afford. The interest alone on that money day was over 28%. You know, maybe we that one day far above waiting it be the cost we for fuel the machine that will be the use we will be in a power and for maintenance the machine that will be the use will be in a power where you put the fuel cost and the maintenance cost a far less than the interest will be the pay per that $7 million to car power every month, which is why Freetown totally go blackout because waiting they come introduce not be sustainable, they move away, you know, until when Dr. Kane Yumkela come, it go back to the APC model. Then go begin to use them machine and they. That is why you don't even begin for see now. Then one day in, one day out, without this safe, not sustainable. And I always they say, when we begin our governance now the energy sector, we introduce the rural electrification project. When I've been for connect all the chiefdom headquarter town there with solar energy. We be done complete 50 chiefdoms before we left power in 2018. So if this government be a serious government by now, that project they been there, the resources been there. By now, every chiefdom in this country for them be connected through that project there. If only them be continue. But wait till we see them they do. When they come in, they always try for re-award the contracts and because somebody want for make money. And it is the same thing will happen with the CLSG. Now we come with the CLSG, the Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea, the CLSG. They meet money wey na be for connect from Liberia come Salone through Guinea. Wetin dem do? Dem go spend $7 million for buy substandard cables. These are high tension, voltage where they come in. Then go buy substandard cables. Wetin happen? The first voltage we can the cable they all burn because they be substandard. And so that project they don't delay. That is why today you go Guinea, then get 24-hour electricity. You go Liberia, then get 24-hour electricity. We suppose for don't complete we not do it. So now what will they do? Will they even buy energy from Guinea? We if for don't be the other way around. As I they talk now, so we owe Guinea money for pay for energy. We owe Cote d'Ivoire money for pay for energy. So all of these they tell you say programs then where we come in with will be beneficial for this country, where we be they implement smoothly, then my account then spoil all thing because of the dubious way they do things, because of the dubious way they want for allocate contracts then for make money here and there. And this is happening across, even with mining companies, maybe I go tell you, you have a lot of companies we get concessions, mining concessions in this country for lucrative areas where they're supposed for the mine and bring resources into this country. They are not. Then they use them, then concessions, then they forgo extort money from meaningful investors that we want for come invest into this country. So all of these, they really hinder with economic progress as a country, where they make it very difficult for them able to address the bread and butter issues. That is why they always tell Sierra Leoneans, do not fall for them, talk them way bamboo and kind and they talk nayaso. We have meaningful projects and we will continue for roll them projects there out. For less Sierra Leoneans, they continue for see the difference between we and the SLPP. Would I really go push this
quickly before they come to Mambo and we go for wrap up this segment and come to the next segment. If we are to go to the polls today, what are the chances where the APC gets for win?
We have 70% chance of winning. No sector not in this country right now maybe where they work. The education where they talk about, come on, man. We dey see the WAEC results where they come out every now and then for Beke.
How now get 70%? Remember will say then get out of the 19 district then get stronghold about 17 district.
SLP not get stronghold, no side. I go tell you this for sure. That is why when elections time they reach, when you see the manner in which SLP, first of all, SLP not ever believe in fair elections. They always want for fair way for rig. That is how them believe they then go canna power through rigging. We believe in the people, the power, the way how we party been based. Now we are a social democratic party where they cater to the needs of the people of this country. The majority of these people of this country now they come together and form the APC because of disagreements with them they get with the way how the same SLPP when they govern. And they say, well, the APC don't spend, SLP don't spend more years in governance than the APC. The SLP don't begin for participate in governance even before independence. Now then take we into independence. Now because of the disagreement of the people with the independence, contract with them sign or agreement with them sign, now that make the APC emerge. because the people were not happy, and you saw how that went. So when they talk about, oh, APC don't take more, no. You know, every development in this country, now APC now they connect Freetown to Aberdeen. Before Shaka Stevens, for let you come off Freetown, Greater Freetown, go Aberdeen, now both they use for cross. Now Shaka Stevens build Aberdeen Bridge. Now he make that smooth running day. Do been to Money Hotel, Bank of Salon, Commercial Bank, Medical School, Law School. All of these are APC, you know, infrastructure. You look at the roads in this country, those are APC infrastructure. So when we hear people they talk about, oh, you know, SLPP, no. What SLPP does, when they have power, they write elaborate projects, bring money, where the money can, then siphon, then makeshiftly implement the project. You saw that with the Bumbuna project. The first time waiting will be the $500 million. 11,000 jobs will be created through Bumbuna. That one they happen, you know, I mean through Tomabo, the Tomabo rice project. That they happen, it not ever happen. Now they say they don't connect carrying to electricity 40 megawatts. Go carrying it. If you go even see 2 megawatts electricity there, you know they. So these are the things what they say, you know, things that what we can't do. You are glad the way you tell them, but the McKinney side the way light been there, then pull lights, then cry and go other side. Now go McKinney today, then they in blackout. Kono way then they boost of say light day 24/7. Go there. Now only way time they reach for let them go campaign day. Now then they give light continuously.
CD,
go
like
Cambia, where they don't boost it, they don't go turn on light. Cambia not get light.
We got
So
for the
all of
guests,
these things, you know,
then kind of conversation.
we don't believe in propaganda. We believe in facts. We communicate the facts. We do the work. People they see the work, and then they see the benefits of the work. What they do as a party.
Many thanks today at Tunis. We got for the Get Kind of conversation here from time to time. Let me just come over to Mambu. We try for wrap up this segment, Mambu. For CDA at Tunis, I believe say if we were to go to the polls today, the APC go win with 70% or even over if we forgo vote today. For the SLPP, if we forgo on the polls today, waiting on our chances for win.
With chances for winning at the hands of the people, because the SLPP is a people-driven political party. Just like where the same people galvanized for bringing a power in 2018, they also galvanized for keeping a power in 2023. With chances for winning at the hands of Sierra Leoneans, and we believe, we message to Sierra Leoneans the things and what done the way they impact Sierra Leone and their life from all sectors, from energy to agriculture to education to foreign policy to domestic investment to revenue mobilization. We'll make sure the people of Sierra Leone 2028 go look at we again and vote for the SLPP because of 3 key reasons. Number one, when SLPP in power, we'll not talk propaganda. Now fact, where we say, they can light Lunge to a solar energy, na fact. CD talk na studio say, then give 50 chiefdom them electricity, solar electricity before them left na power. And not name one chiefdom. We all in a public. Let's CD name one chiefdom. We SL APC, one chiefdom, even at the north. Lord forget about the southeast first. Let you name one chiefdom. We APC put solar electrification before they left office. Nobody. For we, I will tell you, say Mashaka, get solar electricity. You understand? Kama Bonkelenke, chiefdom, get solar electricity. Today you go to the Siam. Lunge is about to be lighting up. The solar plant, they all fix up na Lunge. Anytime from now, they light up Lunge at one of the highest mini grid them na Lunge. So when we talk down the na fact, see this, you see, this is why the CD, APC and CD, they need for grow up from that old 1961 Samoa politics to the new trend of AI, social media, and fact. Because young people themselves, they follow fact. CD say the presidents and where they come, they afraid for Sidona Wata, na make they go build. That's an insult to the people of Lunge, not insult to the people of Lokomasama. Trust me, you know almost president they don't cancel for who can power where they cross the Lunge, where they cross the water and come. Salunge one of the safest water means for making any head of state travel from Lunge, and they experience the touristic nature, the nature where they experience for cross Lunge. Nobody know how miss that kind of experience there for Kadi. But that is not the concern. SLPP don't determine for make Lunge a global international city. You understand? An economic and tourist hub. We don't get the plan. So now that plan they now they execute for because Lunge the topography nice, the land nice. You understand? And it close to the international airport. So it able to attract a lot of international investment and tourism. So now it make we the lady platform. But APC be one kill Lunge for continue for congest the city as they always don't use for doing they power, because anytime they power, because they know they create equal opportunities for them people, then they make sure say you find out say the people that they move to the urban setting because now they the center all the development. We want for make sure say where you walk na Freetown, even time if you able go na Lunge, go relax yourself. And the same amenities where they na Freetown, where you go na Lunge, if you able meet and the quality hotels, places that if artists they want make show, therefore able get access to all. If international guests then come, they want a place with presidential for make them daily, therefore able for daily. Where the one they go improve the local economy. When you talk about mining, the mining concession where APC be the key to the community. You understand? The land rights concession where the mining company, the APC term, where they be the key to the communities. Now 0.1%. Now SLPP come and review the mining act, who can go to 1%. The chiefdom, the outside mining company, then they get money in their account, they don't even know what's in for doing time. And I know say one a journalist, sometimes if politicians they sit down in a studio, they make claims. Now make before you bring politicians for can talk on national issues, una say for do research on the issues then they. If we're able to challenge or you una they watch CNN, follow BBC. A politician then at the program, when you talk something where they know say then they get the fact that they are, then they pull the facts up, then they ask them the facts. So where APC sit down and CD, they talk propaganda. We know they talk propaganda. When SLPP tell you say we don't train and put now pin code, now we now pin code more than 10,000 nurses. Now fact, where SLPP tell you say now before this time will not be the train with professional doctors there on specialized area. Today will they produce more than 100 doctors a year. Now specialized field them first in history. Now fact, now fact, you don't get fiction no they. Where SLPP tell you say we don't bring the NANT project by 2027, we get 65 to 70 megawatts. That is a fact. You gonna kiss you meet the project the project they go on. That one they na fact. So for we maybe
you convince if we for gonna the polls today, una able beat the APC.
Maybe with the right candidate, because not for only gonna polls and beat APC. You gotta forget the right candidate where they resonate with the people. A candidate who able carry on the message and also able bring a own message with convincing where the people then go able resonate with and get hope, because we next phase of campaign is about protecting the gains, you understand, and fostering the future, a new future for Salone. So the messenger is coming. I don't say SLPP is a spiritual political party. When a heaven, now they didn't create them. Just like how they can elect the Pope, where the white smoke come on, the Messiah, where they can carry on the message to the people of Sierra Leone is coming very soon. For we now the SLPP will not get problem with numbers for beat APC. I don't say no damn day. See the way you don't have to do no say.
Passing words. Whose message
Okay, me
you left
passing
with the
word
people
is
regarding the elections and wait
me
the
passing
offer. Let
word
me
is
wrap up.
my parting word is the way you don't have studio no say SLPP no get problem with numbers for vote for and for like win election. From 1967 in Old Andy. Say anytime we APC win election at Salone, now we SLPP get a breakaway or they rig the election. It show clearly in 2007, SLPP get breakaway. 1967, SLPP get breakaway. 2012, the rig and broad daylight. All man see what the rig. It was obvious on broad daylight. But anytime, CD no say anytime we SLPP they together, we get a candidate where the base of the party unites around. No way, not in the democratic history of Salone, where APC go win that election day. Day. So in terms of numbers, we not get her. Now only 4 districts are in a Salone. We know only 3 now because Poloko SSF, where SLPP is heavily competitive now in Podloko district. You understand? As a result of the advent of so many developments who don't care go to the people of Podloko. You understand? Including the massive one where they see so na Lunge. So now only Karine, Tonkolili and Bombali. Now they now competition day between we and APC. You understand? They heavy. Now they no more go say APC gets 70-75% of the total vote. Apart from that 3 districts, and no district not in a salon. No, non-district not in a salon. When it comes to politics, where
Right,
SLPP not
Mambu, many
competitive.
thanks
So
for
for
you
big
joining with
APC at the
this
ballot box,
morning.
not to issue. We want
Many
to make sure that we
thanks.
continue for provide the services to the
All
people of
right.
Sierra Leone, so that those services will continue for impact their lives. But elections not a problem for big APC. Now small but body for bits for we.
All right, many thanks for your joining with this morning. That's Moses Mambu been joined with through the virtual link as we present on our waiting the SLPP go offer ahead of the 2028 elections. Like I've been saying, we'll go for the get some kind of conversation here so that the people them go begin prepare their mind as to they set the agenda towards the 2028 elections. We'll wrap up with you now today at Tunis. Waiting yourself go left with the people of Sierra Leone who just don't hear it from Mambu for between an elections, not to issue for the SLPP.
SLPP not going to beat you by elections. First of all, we are concerned, and I hope say there are when our authorities, members of parliament, the security sector, they listen to me. This issue of drugs now something where we not get for just one for left lie, because we're in a situation now we international reputation don't become damaged every now and then with the area about drugs being exported from Sierra Leone. Now it don't become obvious. The United States, the European Union now don't name we as a transshipment hub for drugs and money laundering, and a concerning. And we want the parliament of this country for really roping the security sector. Let we get updates as a nation. Maybe the reason why make the way they see government, they defend this drug issue, it means they are complicit. And we don't want a situation where we country go become a cartel country. It will become dangerous for we, it will become risky for we. And as a government in waiting, we want for develop this country. We don't want a situation where gang violence could happen, people go begin for disappear, citizens go begin lost their lives because cartels they don't take over our country and they spend a lot of money bringing weapons they will even with security sector not get. So it is concerning, and we hope say government go take and serious. We will continue for engage for make sure say we really clean this country off.
All right, today at Tunis from the All People's Congress APC party. Many thanks for yourself joining at the program this morning. For tell the viewers them if the APC na a better alternative for the 2028 elections. We will continue the kind of conversation here as the time they go. And the next segment is the breakfast show. And also go for excites most of the man them where they watch the program this morning. So just hang in. When they come shortly, let we just get a transition and get the next set of guests them. Also, they can discuss the issue we get for do with FGM. We got a doctor where they can join me at the studio for can tell we if really FGM they unbug or affects woman them pleasure. When they come shortly, let we just take the short break. Then we can discuss that.
We human them, girl picking the get power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell you want some. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking the get power. You call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices down. Hi yeah, give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking the.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Breakfast Show. They come to you live on Liberty TV, and this is the final segment. Now, this edition of the Breakfast Show, we don't come out to the politician them where they can't talk about. I can call them reproductive health. Well, but now this session now, we can't talk about the issue. We're in a topical issue right now. Everybody don't they get their own perception and waiting and think about this particular topic. We get for do with FGM. Not to the first time this with the conversation, the surface. Now this country, don't say we depend this conversation back and forth. But one part where we not only look at deeply, gets for do with the medical part, scientific parts of this issue, we get for do with FGM. Some people believe, say, woman, we don't go through the Bondo society, we don't be, I don't want to call them victim or survivors, but anytime now, you want for use on them, we don't go through FGM. Some people believe, say, they know they get sexual pleasure. Yesterday, we been get Rugia to Nene Turin at the studio. We say, in a person, we don't go through them, but you know they get sexual pleasure easily when you don't go to FGM. Whilst the other side of the coin, some people go tell you, say, they don't go through them, but then still they enjoy them, and it depends on the man, if it's a bit press the right buttons for let the woman really able to get pleasure. Now that's make we say today, let we get this conversation again and hear it from doctor. Let we know them are the gynecologist, them when they can a woman doctor them. Different cases and they where they don't treats different scientific reports and they were aware of. Let we hear it from then the medical people them waiting exactly this FGM they do. Is it affecting the woman in sexual pleasure? Where they get that conversation then at this edition of the Breakfast Show. And I want to welcome at the studio this morning Dr. David Jallo, when I gynecologist. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show, Doc.
Good morning, Mabel. Morning,
all right, and we also get at the studio with Nasu Fofana. We know seeing one voice this way always on sharp. The voice always sharp when it comes to the issue we get for do with FGM. Instead of can share your experience with we. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show, ma'am.
Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, Lawrence. Good morning, listeners.
All right, thank you. Say ladies first, but this time around we flip the coin. Let we begin with the gynecologist, Doc. This conversation like be tell you yesterday where we contact you. Now one way different people on this waiting and think about the whole FGM conversation, whether it affects women their sexual pleasure or not. Different people get different comments when they make when it comes to this particular conversation. But one for you from you when a woman doctor, like how we can call on another gynecologist. Firstly, the issue we get for do with FGM, let me just go straight to the point. Woman we don't go bondo and woman we not go bondo. Any difference the way it comes to sexual pleasures?
Thank you very much. Before we go to the point, let me just explain more for so people to understand perspective we dey try for. As it's named in a female genital mutilation. So you get all the various names you can get based on the association or based on whoever they try for promoter. Because to WHO actually they call it female genital mutilation because they're facing a woman right issue because they affect woman reproductive organ for born and for also undergo sexual intercourse. And they can call them back female genital cutting. They can call them female genital circumcision, but that's not appropriate actually because it's not actually compared to the male circumcision what did they do. So now a misnomer. So either female genital mutilation or female genital cutting as the case may be. So before actually go to the sexual function, it will be good men family they know
which is actually involved, whose organ they involved in sexual intercourse. Because once you don't know, then we go miss the point, and we debate could be actually subjective. Some people say, "Oh no, me need to get that." Oh no, me I dey feel that one day. You see, you get the sexual reproductive organ. It is in two sides, both male and female, as the case may be. And during sex, we also know say that two opposite sex they come together for create something pleasurable in either side. So, but let's take actually the woman's side, the female reproductive organ, especially you get the external genitalia we're going to focus on. Also, you get the clitoris, you get the labia minora, you get the labia majora, you get all the arterial structures there, where they call anterior forehead, posterior forehead. This is not time the way big way from don't know. But they don't say the vagina, the vagina get lips, the outer inner lip, and the clitoris. We need to go understand better. You know? And so the organ they are very important during sexual intercourse, not just the one for that one day. You know, so what did happen first of all? For let you understand, sexual intercourse, the pleasure get phases then. We have 4 phases then. You get a phase of excitement. You get a phase actually then called the plateau phase. They get the orgasm phase. They get a resolution phase. And so that phase there, each and every one get physical changes that take place within the reproductive system, especially in the woman or man, and it take place. And you get a systemic something also they happen. You find out say in that systemic, in the physical area, their organ in the way I don't just mention. So the clitoris, the lips, them, the external lip, the internal lips, then can enlarge, then can lubricate. And so what that means? It means blood supply to those organs increase. And doing that exam, I see all their phases there. At the end of the day, waiting they bring the pleasure or the release of sexual tension is where the organ they don't perform the function out there for day. And they bring desire and pleasure on either partners. Because first of all, the clitoris, which is a very big topic, you know, is synonym to the male penis, the head, or called the glans penis. And so when you talk about this sexual pleasure for the woman's side, and you relate that to female genital mutilation, when I process where it is by type, you get a type 1 female genital mutilation, you get type 2, you get type 3, you get type 4. So the type 1, not just probably what they call the clitoris, small part of her or all part of her. Then you get the type 2, where you go cut part of her, and then you go by the outer lip, inner lip, you cut some part on her. Then you get a type 3, where in they call it infibulation. So you cut the clitoris, all, you cut the outer, the inner lip, everything they come out. And then get the type 4 in other harmful traditional practices. When it comes to CLO, based on studies that have been done, we get type 1, type 2, and type 3. But the most predominant way that the prevalence one are type 2, where they are around 50-something%, and type 1 they are around 30-something%, and type 3 they are around 8%. And so based on what I don't just explain, the clitoris is a very important organ. It enlarge during sexual intercourse or during that excitement phase where I don't just mention those phases in there. So what it does, it helps for lubricate, it brings sexual pleasure because again nerve endism. And then nerve endings they are actually when whether by a man play with you or through the penis, you know, they bring excitement and they allow you for me go to them phase there, and at the end of the day, they get good orgasm with the sexual intercourse. And so what these studies don't show in general is that depending on the type, you will find a lot of women they get sexual dysfunction. Then they reach to them phase there for being pleasure to them. And so it has been proven, studies have been done on the sequelae of sexual function of FGM. Finally, it affect women and sexual reproductive.
Don't look at them, how they affect, because yesterday, just like what maybe say, the woman will be getting as one, the woman will be wet, they know they enjoy sex and they feel pain, no dandy. From me on explanation, from a scientific point of view, if the explanation match?
Yes, it match. Because when you slice part of the clitoris, it's not only the cutting itself where they do. So the healing process, what they happen here, you can get hypertrophic scar or fibrous tissue. What you mean when somebody don't wound, you know, say scar tissue can form. And so some woman can get scar tissue. And what is that scar tissue? It will be so much in a way that it will narrow the vaginal opening. And so what that means, when a man they try to put a penis inside, because that structure itself now something for stretch during sexual intercourse. And that stretch is brought about doing lubrication. So you can get the woman to lubricate, but because the vagina need a stretch, so you can find out say because of the diameter of the penis, once the man they introduce the penis inside, you find out say there is a problem for women penetrate. And so instead of the woman getting sexual pleasure through that tactile stimulation of the clitoris and the other structure there, because of the fibrous tissue, you find out now pain in the get. Notwithstanding, as he says, not the wet. Because during that process, you get the urethra where they close just below the clitoris. And by so doing, where they cut. So they go cut some side of a cut. And that urethra where they allow you for pass, in case the fibrous tissue or during the process where you cut, you go cut the outer side of that urethra. They will find and say, the woman not going to wet fine. If they get problem for wet, or if they wet self something like leakage, you go to get. That is possible as you might explain study.
There cases in there for you many people the man in the way, for example, okay, say you clean, for example, I don't know, I will put some. But for woman we get Ogo society, for woman no get them. If they in an event one for soccer, how the connection they come, how the urge they come out.
Well, for me, the urge come up at the woman.
Mm-hmm. Because people get this argument say, woman will get clitoris with soccer, they come up fine. They will not get another for do that to them. So.
I don't even know what they mean by that. But as I say, the clitoris, now the organ we actually do sexual intercourse, they get increased blood flow. And when the man stimulate them, whichever means, because what you're talking about is oral sex. You understand? Mm-hmm. When the man stimulate them, I'm not talking about oral sex in this case, as you mentioned, Riley. Either through your penis or you touch with your finger as a kid for arousal. Then because of those nerve supply, they respond to it excitement. You understand? So that aspect of when you talk about sucking, you understand? Well, it's a more bigger than we can just explain in a single term because it gets implications and it can differ from one person to another person. The clitoris is now one organ where they actually help for access to the woman. But other organs they also what I don't mention, the outer inner lip, also they help. You understand? For stimulate the woman. You understand? But as I say, the clitoris actually get a lot of nerve supply. So in that time, it will depend from one person to another person based on what in your perspective. You understand? But also, as I said, if you don't get a lot of fibrous tissue, whatever you do in that woman.
So basically, doc, if either then cut the afro, then cut and reach middle, or then cut all comoto, if the clitoris not the under, it affects the woman's sexual pleasure.
It affects them because studies have been done extensively. See, they do a focus group discussion. You know, because at waiting many people them, some woman not able can tell you openly say that this happened to me. But when you get a focus group discussion, say it's done, people they give their own talk, it go tell you say yes, I need to get sexual desire.
They also talk say most of the women now get when they don't cut, so when they go born in the wound in the chair. Because earlier I make mention of saying the vagina the open. Medically, not true.
Yes, that's true. So in fact, studies have been done inside Sierra Leone where they look at the adverse obstetric outcome of female genital mutilation or cutting, as the case may be. So one of the things we say, when you don't cut, you cut more than you can be able for contain and keep the structure of the vagina itself. So doing what the woman they go born. Because what did happen? The labia minora, majora, clitoris, all the stretch for help the head for come out. So one of the two they call outlet obstruction. The pikin they come, but they ain't not gonna come because they go small. If my body big pass this too much, I'm not gonna pass through. So what you go end up or do if they force the woman for make it born or by any means a push, it will cause you to call perineal tear. And not only perineal tear, it will cause cervical tear. And not only cervical tear, it will cause even respiratory distress. Because time there where woman don't fully dilated, when the pikin for don't come out, it will pull longer. What you call the second stage of labor. It will take more longer, and the more the pikin they when you touch the contract, the more the pikin they get respiratory distress. So no man go born the pikin, it go then as what you call special care unit, and as well no man go don't get tear. Or in some instances, as I say, we get type 3, where they are just 8%, not actually practice too much. So what you go happen at the end of the day, because no man don't can fully dilated, you go get what to call episiotomy. And by the process of giving you episiotomy, you get for repair them. And that will make the woman bleed. So it cause all the complications.
But aside the way I get a colleague of the why, I will tell you the story. How long it take for heal? Wait and do so.
Healing could be far from one person to another person. And even when you heal, you get complications.
Because I get somebody who talked to me last time about the same thing. Human born, they like 6 months. The woman will get church and say they feel pain. Well, official later and after 6 to 7 months to church woman, the other woman say it still they feel the pain. So the guy they tell me like the lady they give him a challenge, say like the lady don't just want for attention.
No, we're not to the day for probably. What you're gonna happen, you don't get some fibrous tissue. Healing itself can different from one person to another person. What you gonna take 3 months for me to heal by you, something in 6 months. You understand? And so do that process, something they stitch up, as I see, so do not stitch up fine, or they stitch and the healing, they take a long time for make it heal. As you know, that area where you get a lot of bacteria and other activity taking place. And so if anything happen, the healing gap will take a longer time. And sometimes you don't heal, you don't form fibrous tissue. And that fibrous tissue get nerve in the way they near them. So by the time the penis go inside, it is stretch out, so they get pain. What need to be pleasurable become pain. So that already happened to the woman.
But doc, practically speaking, some man go argue you say, whether woman go bondo or you not go bondo, whether it go through this FGM or not, now the man get for sabi, also for touch, for let the woman really day in the mood, forget sexual pleasure. So scientifically speaking, this not true. Whether the man sabi or not, or whether the woman know Usana in points or not true?
I go answer yes, I go answer no. It depends from one individual to another individual, based on how in they perceive excitement, how in they perceive, plateau orgasm and resolution. It depends. You understand? So, and for the man, of course, the man will get issue when they penetrate, but the woman will get issue because sex should be pleasurable to both parties, not just one parties. So, as I can say, so I tell the woman they agree say yes for please the man, but in actual fact, the woman they feel the way it's supposed to feel, and I don't know how the woman go say they feel that way. They when you get sexual function them and even cause them when they great say that is how it should be. So he ain't gonna say yes, they feel, but Paul, that's
but it's pleasurable to the man if the woman not well lubricated and he enter. Is it pleasurable?
I'm not sure it's pleasurable to the man because, as I say, lubrication also not part of the excitement stage, not part of the.
Let's just start doc one. You get, I know not to come.
Alex, you so interested in this topic. Even the viewers them don't send message. So let me continue to 12 because Alex understand the issue better.
You get on my way go society.
Yeah.
Many times go tell you say, so for church me. Where you get this on our society, the moment you see you, she's ready. This society is responsible for the intended. Where something mostly this you go say church me Bobby.
The person is not part of the productive worker. There are some people they are feeling it at the breast. You understand? Because during the excitement stage also, the breast they play a part of role. When you touch the breast, it increase blood supply. It creates a sense of pleasure. You understand? So as I can say, it can differ from one person to another person. But in generally, the reproductive system, everything for be intact for make the woman get the height of pleasure. We don't talk about. So the clitoris not there is something missing. You will get a pleasure, but the pleasure not going to don't get the clitoris, as the case may be. As I say, you're gonna say yes, I feel fine. But waiting the story don't show that people that don't do FGM, then they get more desire for sex than possible not do FGM.
He also responsible for make woman take long for discharge.
Well,
because I guess a woman that get long nature, get someone who come easily.
Well, it's a process that goes on where you get the sympathetic and parasympathetic all taking place and hormonal action as the case may be. You understand? So it just depends on how you able to arouse the individual. You understand? Okay. As the case may be. So it not be outright say that's very forbidden. But it depends. So my person they naturally they get they not do FGM, but the nature long. Otherwise they get in nature short. You understand? So it differ. It not depends.
All right,
Actually straight.
We will come back to you shortly. Let me just bring in with next studio guests. We Nanasu Fofana, and practically speaking, we don't hear it from the scientific side of this whole issue. According to Doc, whether they cut small, they cut middle, they cut all, once the clitoris not there, that excitement, pleasure for sex, it don't reduce. Do you agree with that from experience?
I want to clarify a few things.
From the doctor?
Yes. It's not so land where all the land. Doctor don't say some things that will really make a gladdy. You understand? Especially that last one. We see the woman, so me not they use the term female genital mutilation. As a woman and a proud member of the Bondo Society, we go through me rites of passage na Semabulen Academy na Kenema. You understand? I don't feel mutilated. I am a woman who's gone through my rites of passage, and I am proud of the process that I went through. Okay? So that is my experience. But so I like this last sideway doc say, woman the way don't go through Bundo, or in your terminology way I don't agree with. WHO say female genital mutilation or female circumcision. Yeah, we use more female circumcision. But doc say woman this me I be done the area, but today you don't confirm them. Say woman the way go society, contextualizing it, that they get more sexual desires. Me are so glad for that Cindy, because I go one for we go back to that safe. We they get more sexual desires. I remember where we they grow up in Kiolo, so even right now, especially we tribe. Like they say, we like man business. And men the woman then now one of the women we get the highest we don't go through this. So then the find science so and me I like man business. So thank you very much for that. But I want for count to a very major side, because you talk about the clitoris, but it been sort of like not clear. So they talk say an organ. Okay. Now, where is this organ located? Now, outer or na internal? I want to let you clarify that, Andy, before I answer, Mabel.
So thank you on the outer actually. So you get the tulips then. Beside the tulips and go join almost in the upper side, almost like towards the bottom belly part. Now the clitoris.
So the clitoris from which me don't read, and maybe I can Google them. Say now both internal and external. Okay, that the tips now in the out. Okay, that there is this organ, just like because you describe and say now like man organ, Okay, so that organ that side waiting me don't read, because I do my first research in psychology on this, that it is internal. And I remember I asked another, your colleague, Dr. Fatu Fonawe himself, talk in 5 Boku research yesterday. I don't think it's some of them. So waiting me don't see, waiting me don't read, and say now both internal and external. That in fact is so big, okay, that you cannot. It is impossible for cuts the entire clitoris. So that one, then I ask you that question.
Let me just clarify something there actually.
Okay.
It's a ligament where you attach to within the pubic bone. So what they are saying is inside is just a ligament, but the structure itself, the ligament and all the clitoral wood. You understand? So the ligament, something like where they can fasten the cope.
So something the inside.
Yes, where
the inside, where the other thing then where the outside.
Yes.
So if we're really going to, so it is still part of the clitoris.
Yeah, it's part of but the ligament is different. The clitoris is different. The
ligament. Why don't they confuse you?
Well, not to confuse.
No, wait.
In this case,
it is very important.
They do the work where the clitoris is supposed to do.
When you support the clitoris basically get blood supply with the supply. It get nerve ends with the supply.
So I just not knock me.
No, wait. You left this one. Left this one also first. This one. Let me. Because me still na land with the land. So these are some of the confusions where we dey get in the space, right? Because waiting dog they talk, so and I ask that question because that are one of the central issues around this. So and I'm sure there are other doctors and so, but doc me at the land bokutin. So I still want for hold on to that from waiting I don't land say this organ is both internal and external, but now today I don't hear the other one. Ligaments we fasten something where they support a support system, and support systems, as somebody from a psychological background, I know how important they are. so that support system, they're very important. And so I'll be maybe I'll be really one forget that. And Doc also talk because we this student are really learning. Doc talk about the 4 types, and he talks say principally which we know we get more in Sierra Leone type 2. So one thing where me don't get an issue with is the generalization of outcomes, of procedures of female circumcision, where the outcomes then we generalize them to everything. So some may be very much liquidly, especially the way they talk about the area of childbirth, where I believe say regardless of which type, because when we work with them, when we brought them into this conversation really properly, just like the way you sit down with people, then they talk, and the UNFPA, because they don't want to go born Bondo Bush first, right? We been get people like Una, then they engage, and we saw a lot of changes, right, in their perception, in even trying to say, oh, we'll not be noticed. So those were the things that we were doing, and this very, very important, because when they try for really change people their mindset, now then kind discussion there, you see them, they ask you questions, waiting them confused about, waiting they're not confused about, and that is why we make the progress where we make so. But coming to Mabel, I believe say, according to Doc in description of the types, me in a type 2, I get my ligaments, they support me very well. The support system is very, very well.
So you not agree?
No. Doc no go, no, Doc.
When woman don't go to Bondo, they get sexual
but you
pleasure,
know
like the one will not go at all.
No, it's in Doc say. Doc was very clear. He say it's subjective. He say it depends on the person. Because Doc, if I say right now, I go to you, I say are they in labor, how you they measure me pain? I mean, you they ask, or you get this other machine now we go tell you say me pain on a Likert scale now 1 to 10. Doc they ask, Doc no, it's see then I land with the land.
You are the ask.
Now me they ask no, so thank you. So there is no way to measure pleasure. So I go lay down I so are the faker, they are the Allah. Whether I don't cut or I not cut, are they give it to me, baby. But so this not something I don't they always talk say now self-report. So if me can't tell Doc say now so okay, what's your pleasure level? I say Doc right now I'm at cloud 9. Doc get for believe me, not also sir, because now there is no medical way of actually measuring pleasure. So how now you go tell me say, you understand, I know they reach orgasm. But also me second waiting self is I get for able for understand in Doc then language me anatomy, not so I can say. Now me get for understand me us before Alex they reach the. Now me get for sure me body. Now me get for understand me body, because if I don't understand me body, you know they able for can't try for do anything. So if normally then this one back Doc Awakshiti, then I reference or the cancer. Man then gets different. This all my question are the answer. Man then gets different. I would get man then where then say then get bigger organs, smaller organs. For woman then, is it the same? Is it we get woman and we get woman then we get we get woman then no not on the direct question. Waiting do now for answer your question, because in the end this now waiting Doc that waiting now the ligament now me own ligament Doc dear no now for now your question are the answer Doc dear this now this last question are the ask for finish for answer. So Doc we get woman then we get woman then we then get bigger, medium, like how the man then they. They are tell me back because then the back now go help me for and finally answer maybe
When
the
I
question.
range, you know, go
Na range.
you know, go book like this particular one. Even the pennies, range.
Hey,
Yes,
that
so you
range
need to
dey.
range.
So
And
woman
the
and self
case
get range.
yeah, get range. Then
So
just to help you back again,
Penny
yes.
for 9 centimeters.
no.
Yeah, okay, you can make to get 9 centimeters for some man. But
So-
in the range, so man get 5, man get 6. So now just a range. So if you too small back, there's a problem.
Yes.
You get sexual dysfunction as a man. You don't able to penetrate. So you go
So
get
that
problem.
thing when can they just say, wait make I ask about the range, doc. Okay. Now because if you get small woman, you understand, where it naturally range small, whether it don't go or it not go, it go still get that just like question is about the man, not so. So we so this Wusaimi can disagree na the generalization of the effects. So if me they feel this way, then I they expect say maybe except for the feel that way. But I am saying maybe in your own feeling and my own feeling, and you go around that, individual differences. So if pleasure cannot be measured, you understand? How will they measure orgasm for no say this woman they come because now me they self-report. So
But
for me,
you think say science go lie? Because if science don't prove say
no, but science not prove, doc say science not prove. Okay, social science will they say
the role where the
shows.
clitoris they play once in all day they don't cut and come out. That role the way they play in all the day.
No, doc don't talk about ligament. I am still saying wait till me read. Okay, me first research, and even right now you understand doc waiting doc they talk it make so much sense, but that internal, you understand, that internal organ, whether now na ligaments or now na part of the clitoris, so you understand we need for no because waiting do woman then they when a external stimulation as doc been talk now they respond to woman and they when a internal stimulation, right? But if na me they report on me pleasure, how are you going to say I am or I am not?
But for you, Madam Nasu, is there any benefits for let somebody go bondo, especially FGM? Is there any benefits where they come with?
So again, I don't use the term FGM, so you ask me the wrong question. Me, I just don't say you safe. First and foremost, we are taking away with they say where somebody go bondo. Somebody writes now social media, this we get differences. Right? We get differences. So we get differences of people and we don't go through circumcision. Just because you don't go through circumcision, not mean say you don't go through. Bondo an institution where gets when a rite of passage where you go through different other rituals. Right? Different rituals. So for example, me take 2 months now the institution. You understand? And learn waiting else I get for land. Not so everybody they go through that. Some people then, they go through circumcision and different tribes then get but we put all of that, you understand, under the term bondo. So for let you ask me, say if there's a benefit, again, I go end up joining the benefits in which regard. You understand? The sexual regard
in parts when are in people in the campaign against. So, is there any benefits?
So again, let's tell you again, what he make it's an unfair question. Wow. Unfair because when me begin my sexual activity, if I don't go through, I don't go through my rites of passage, I don't know waiting it being turn like, you understand where the clitorial hood they. So what my experience is that I go through, I go through, and at that time when I begin do my business, I don't go society. So that is my body, that is my experience. I don't go can't talk say.
Just like what doc say, you get like 4 different way they do.
That's that 4.
So you get the excitement.
The excitement.
Yes. Then you get a plateau. Then you get the orgasm. Then you get resolution.
So the excitement more. Now the way we like hold on meet now, so now not so it's psychological.
Well, it's more psychological systemic. Hormones the way they play.
So how you they talk to me? That one how that they send to the brain. Wait, no, doc.
So that one it for everybody because we get hormones who respond for that like androgen. But now there are external structures also that are there where they create this sensation, where they spike to your brain,
Yes.
that you have reached a state of satisfaction. So once you know,
How do we measure satisfaction?
well, based on studies that have been done, just on coach on FGM, then find out, see, the one who don't do FGM, then get sexual dysfunction than the one who don't do FGM. Because these are focus group discussion, not to something somebody who can't tell. Because if I ask anybody, I just know, when they go tell, say, nobody will go and talk much. But when you get focused with the one-to-one, tell me your experience. Then they look at all this experience put on together and find out, say, there is. You understand? But also bring it to you. They say something here where they say, if I don't undergo small, notwithstanding, you can cut the clitoris, like in a type 1, in a small picking, within 2 years. With time, it can go. But what we are saying here, if you cut the clitoris, based on the healing process, you get fibrous tissue. The clitoris is so sensitive that the nerve endings, once you touch them, it stimulates a response when they go to the brain. If you don't get this fibrous tissue there is nothing you can stimulate for make it pick any impulse to the brain. So you go find out, say, then people, they go that means sometimes when they go try, then they feel fine. But what I'm saying, if you put all into context, you understand? That pleasure waiting for which that climax day, it cannot reach in a single goal. You will find out say you will need more and more.
Okay, so it not go reach in a single goal, but it go reach. You understand? So this is very important. No, Alex, wait first. Let the woman allow ask. Now we go give it. Doc, they explain. So Doc, again, you are not saying we will not reach the. We might
satisfaction. I'm saying
that it will take the desire. Which consistent with some of the research yesterday where Dr. Fatubin. So again, this thing where people like can say no, it not a be at all. 9 we they say no, this is not the fact, and so you are basically confirming that no, they say no, you know they get that it could be decreased. You understand? But again, you get a focus group of maybe 20 women, you understand, and can they share. Now research, somebody else go and do similar research, you understand? I make cooking repeats, not so doc, you go do research, I decide, say, okay, doc, I want to go replicate that research thing. So,
we don't undergo FGM with woman, we don't undergo FGM yet at all. The two, these arguments always on the day say the one that way they undergo the FGM, they not get too much urge for doing business. Whilst compared to the one that we not go at all. Is it true?
No, the urge, they get the urge.
Both
that
ends.
Is satisfaction.
Okay.
You understand? Because that excitement phase and something more internal. We hormones and androgen, they play a role. See, I don't get that desire. And when woman they ovulate, in desire for sex can be high. And once woman don't ovulate, it ovulates.
For both of them, whether you go
so that
or not.
The sexual satisfaction side, because you get something missing. It cannot reach to a level compared to what we not do FGM. So what you can find out is you go on a repeated sexual intercourse.
So that make you think say wiki wants double.
Well, you can
but in this case, doc, for woman, we go bondo, the one we not go bondo. Does size matter? The man in size, does it matter?
Well, you go say yes, you go say no. It depends on, as you say, the range. The vagina they range. If it's small and the man in pain is big, you don't go bondo, you don't get fibrous tissue. Once the man in pain, you get this pioneer, you will get pain with the sex. You understand? But what it is that the labia minora majora is a squamous epithelial elastic tissue where they stretch. So when woman not do anything, it is stretch. So you go find and say, if you take in terms of the diameter of a penis with the woman of the same average vagina, you say this man for intermediate, you go find and say the one way not do FGM, it go smoothly, though you go get small pain, but the one way do FGM, it will get some issue because of the fibrous tissue.
We get 8 other 8 things. So for me, I think no, doc, you don't clarify so many things because this year when they go and make say, oh, we not a reach orgasm, oh, we not a feel. No, it no matter where you want go, boy. If you want speed, you speed. If you might take the fact that the argument is that it not happen at all, and that is the generalization because I think you are basically trying to, in my word, victimize people and say they know they actually get sexual pleasure. And doc don't talk, that's not the truth.
Talk about one way say they grow, some and they. You get some people, they see nothing. Flat.
But you don't need to see.
What you come out? So
so all
they
thing don't
see
come
they
up.
go small,
No,
small.
listen, with circumcision is a for me. Okay, so they are so with the
So
talk
then we
about
touch with the finger, so it tells you the feel pain. Even when you miss points, it is see the Allah.
well, not
Okay,
all.
so
Again, down
you
there.
know, if you say I didn't change the old dog, the
No. Doc, not again. You see, first of all, we waiting me not understand body rating. Una the man there, una the una the rate una. We just the feel to say, go una go, una sabi do all thing. Me first of all, when man me and you we get for the intimate, I give you scorecard. You know, because this whole thing about now woman man pleasure and we body now we own pleasure. Now we supposed for understand we body, not also doc. You understand your body, you understand your anatomy before you they actually allow a man for enjoy him. So we need for learn. I think this now one of the deficits that we get in all of this, that the woman them we not getting the opportunity for let we own we body, whether you go through your rites of passage or you not go, because me. You understand? And I'm saying this, and there are thousands, if not millions of women who will say the same thing to you. Right?
But Madam Nasu, from your own experience through the rites of passage as you put them, where generally in a FGM, would you advise a woman for go through and get that experience?
Listen, again, this thing about advice is not a question for me.
No, based on your experience.
No. My experience is different, and let me answer your question. When we go through my rites of passage, me social, me economic, me environment as a 15-year-old girl growing up in Kenema with my parents, first of all, not to be my own decision, right? That was different. The woman, the young girl, when they grow up at that time, will not be the expect say go even get the opportunities for can see don't see naya, because that space was that are done from 5. You understand? Sometimes one uncle or somebody go come out, we go once for can married me. You understand? We don't have that anymore. When maybe they grow up, we not even get this conversation. Okay, I go answer your question with an example. We're very recent with somebody, a young girl. She's 20. So he can't tell me during Christmas, say, Madam, I dey go for go join. Now I say, you dey go for go join? He say, yes. I say, Kalo talk. We had a lengthy discussion. You understand? Now then get phone them. Now I say, go do your research. He don't go do your research. He come back. Now I say, so waiting, you still dey go. Now I say, mommy, me I dey go. Now I say, now for the university, he say no. So for me, it's about when this particular girl who is 20, I do everything. Okay, it then us with in parents them. Okay, whatever other thing in they consider. She didn't. It not be even one for listen. So when she came back, I asked her. I say, you know, Shema using a kadi. I say, how you experience? Mabel. He say, mommy, okay, I fine, at this, and then you leave. I left it at that because at the end of the day, I don't want to go prayer into, in your own way, waiting, you don't perceive. So it's not about when somebody don't pass 18, whatever it choose for do it in body. Now in right, it's not for me.
So with all waiting you don't learn now. If you are to go back, turn the hands of time, you go bondo.
Me? If I go bondo, if I had the choice, yes. You understand? With all waiting, I don't learn. With all waiting, I don't know. With me experience, because not to just waiting, you don't learn. Me experience what I get, because again, I tell you, say I go through a rites of passage.
Yeah.
I will go to my society. I will go through my rites of passage. You understand? What it entails, I will undergo. I will undergo all the rituals where he entail, because that's not my choice. And the reason for that also is we forget to in Sierra Leone, we they talk so much about what is happening to the women and what is not happening to the men. I would like for really maybe let Doc throw light on uncircumcised men. Because me, I let them one in the back. No, that's true. You understand? Because there's only why we go to friend? No, because we don't talk about no, we get of course. Why make we they feel to say? You understand? If no, because foreskin are foreskin. You understand? Me, I like whether you circumcise or you not circumcise. You understand? Right. My pleasure is okay.
All right,
but
just okay.
I not go cancel to somebody. I not go tin up and say to somebody, children. I am totally against any form of initiation rights, and I say children, for all children, for boys and for girls under 18.
All right, this brings me to the next question, though. Could you wrap up just now? But from the experience where you don't get be it the theater, the woman them where you don't see because you know a gynecologist, the complications them where you don't see, would you advise any woman for go through the Bondo Society and undergo FGM?
So let me just give a retrospect of my study what I do, because that's where I did my study, looking at the adverse obstetric outcome of female genital mutilation in Sierra Leone. So this study now 4 hospitals, then PCMH now 1, Kiama Road Hospital, Lumley, and then about the women. What you find is a women who had undergo FGM get more time for staying in hospital and get high risks for cervical tear, high risks for them get outlet obstruction, high risk when people get respiratory distress and when they longer in hospital, and also for men they get postpartum hemorrhage when they bleed, because you can do a lot of hysterectomy in them. So I can caution say no, because based on that, not even about the sexual function, and when they look say we want bring the maternal mortality down. If anything they make woman then subject themselves to PPH, we go them bleed, or probably don't even go theater and they go bleed till they die. They will just get for say we can stop them. You understand? Me go advise say no, because the study don't show say it affect not only the study what I do, but even WHO don't do extensive study in 28 countries. We see not involve Sierra Leone, but Ghana, Senegal, Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, and other countries don't show say the risks of FGM in a woman it cause adverse obstetric outcome.
Doc, come up at the born again come to the sexual aspect. When you meet with woman we no go society, the chances for like I call maybe call it some orgasm because you want to say come, not understand easy. The woman they come like 1, 2, 3. Then the one also tell we go bondo, we just come one and say I know can it take plenty and they come again. Now the practice responsible or not the woman in session?
Well, you get sexual dysfunctions in day, we irrespective of FGM. You understand? Which a woman can get. You understand? But based on study we don't do per FGM, you understand? Based on all them physical I don't talk about, the excitement phase, the plateau, the orgasm, then the resolution. Because when woman undergo sex, then 4 phases here for calm, they all they intertwine. You're not able to subject them all the car with changes. For the woman, when it done, in resolution it takes something 30 minutes. It can one back. For a woman, which is naturally. For a man, it will take almost like 1 hour or more before you able to come back. You understand? So what they don't show, what they don't read, you understand? For a woman, based on the type we don't do, as the type they increase with the sexual dysfunction they get. From type 1, that's when they increase, type 2, that's when they get type 2, that's when the type 4, that's when they increase. You understand? So for the woman, you find out say something, yes, you don't get the sex, you don't go through the phases then, but you go find out say the orgasm, outside they get still when you don't release sexual tension, you don't go down reach. You go desire and back. So the man go say, me, I don't tire. Me, I don't tire. So at the end of the day, what will happen, you got to go out back for get that sexual desire and pleasure. Why the woman not on the FGM it? You go down reach, you go down satisfied. Not that you not go once again. But they get that ease and release of tension.
It's possible, you say 30 minutes. It's possible for
it can be 15 minutes.
Come for 5 minutes.
It's possible, it depends. Everybody get variations.
Yeah.
They get variations.
I know even talk about.
Get variations.
There's some man in there.
Yes.
Like every 10 minutes they go they shout and
Maybe they fake you. Hey, doc.
no, you see the reality.
So that could be some probably a mental disorder. We need a psychiatric. We call an nymphomaniac. You want to get actual plenty sexual desire. So take FGM out of it. Men they really assess a male psychiatric here. Is he on drug? Is he on something? You understand? But it should not be like that, humanly speaking. You should, yes, bro. Your body is something physical, sex. You understand? Because every part of your body is engaged. Blood flow, heart rate, increase blood pressure to go up. And for when you inside 5 minutes, you come back. So you know tell them into you. It is in your body.
So Doc, this one we talk about the psychiatry. So
Yes.
in the initial research, that in the 70s, okay, female circumcision being then used for actually manage or cure psychiatric disorders in women. Because when you talk this thing, but so it is not, because when I read this thing, I mean, they wonder.
So you mean women they be undergo more?
So no, now you don't explain so now, because when you talk say now that, because maybe they wonder say, why would it be used? You understand? Why would circumcision be used? You understand? At that time, but for psychiatric purposes. So it looked like now from waiting.
Well, on whose context where the woman in treated on psychiatric was it based on this high sexual desire? Or
so yes, the high sexual.
We need to get it clear how it is.
The high sexual desire. You understand? But no. So now make wait and say. You can get it, but this is very important, because I always done the wonder, and if I see you, I will give me thesis. Yeah. Why in the US in the 70s, you understand, where them in a perform this, because we all thinking this way. So why them be used them for mental? You understand? What was it? So this, as you talk, and I make it jump in my mind. Anyway, not to say I'll try for people out.
I'm not a psychiatric doctor, so
so maybe the other doctor John
analyze anymore. No, but what they say is the face, for a woman for me come back, at least it could be like 30 minutes to 1 hour. But actually, it they based on what the ovulation cycle, not all time. If you want sex, do the follicular phase, do luteal phase, secretive phase. All time you need them. As my brother they say so. There's something wrong somewhere. There's a missing link. We can investigate you and look at your hormone profile in day. But much more so you need more back a thoughtful psychiatric review and see what is going on, what is happening to you. So now that context what they see. But in the context basically you say you could get that desire. I know they say that frequent desire. But in the case of FGM, so they possibly go need them, but not in that way just like robust all over. You understand? So in that case, basically, it can happen to some people who don't do FGM. I say everybody can differ. And then as they say, based on the study, then you can get some outliers then. Because if you do a study, you want a sample size. So if you don't get a sample size, where if you say you go statistically significant, and then you find out say when you look all the people there are, a greater proportion of them, this is their problem, then you study all. And not me say when all other people then you go say no, you're not correct.
Somebody just ask you say what you go say about commercial sex workers who multiple times and they like for the day then they see multiple men and then they get orgasm for them all.
I don't know what you go say much on that, but that have been more like you just indulge in some act probably for commercial purposes, not actually the sex of pleasure.
So the sex of pleasure different from commercial purposes.
I'm telling you, that's purely monetary basis, not on pleasure. Because you don't forget.
But how orgasm go know the difference? For let it be say, orgasm come for commercial purposes than that of sexual pleasure.
So
how you go know the difference?
Why should they study now on them when they do that?
Emotional labor.
Because I know people can tell what they feel. You understand?
Okay.
So it's difficult for me. But that's purely based on what commercial basis for finance say. But the one who they talk about here, where man and woman, then you understand. That's what we're talking about.
But there is a research where I want for take.
Yes.
And I want for take this research because it's really important to this debate. So in 2013, where I served as gender advisor to the former president, we been get a big meeting where WHO, UNICEF, Ministry of Health, they were all in the room. I mean, just come with Zambia, where Zambia, say there is a huge advocacy for male circumcision. You see all kind banner them for let them circumcise them, man them. Then say basically that for reduce the rate of HIV.
Yeah.
And because I really wanted to throw lights on this small for we prevalence rates then when I been they talk was low on HIV.
Okay,
with prevalence rate, yes, na Sierra Leone. So the points where at that point the Global Fund being even they try for, fund the secretariat. So eight secretariat themselves have been did it. So maybe always the one that say with all the kata way we don't get the civil war and everything, we quote unquote promiscuousness of with society, we prevalence rates was very low. Not so. And so I mean, I say, waiting do that one did they happen. So when we come, I say there must be something where they make with prevalence rate so low. What is it with everything else what they do? Waiting at the commonality. And my hypothesis was if man then we get a higher rate of male than we circumcised, and we get a higher rate of woman than we circumcised. Could this be, you understand, maybe, and that's something when me go one for investigate. I want for investigate just for see. So now I just want to tell doc in an land, then allow we can for can land back. You understand? And it go be very important. So doc, down there at some point it go find for like years.
We get infection disease specialists, we get the secretariat the Ministry of Health actually get. So they go give really a good data on that. I think it's a multifactorial, it can't just be on one area. You understand? I think it could be doing a very good testing system, I think it's maybe we do follow up the thing they do, understand? I'm not going to see where we don't miss it or what will happen. Whether, other factors in the back will contribute. So probably you could talk with the infection disease specialist, then they can able to tell you more on that. But I can't tell you say that.
Alright, so at this point, as we wrap up, finally, doc, if they don't cut the clitoris, we don't go through undergo FGM. If it grow back, the pleasure they be as same as the one we don't ever go. If we go back?
It depends. Also, as you say, you understand? It depends. Because in fact, say for women, they don't cut clitoris, they do clitoroplasty for them. They reconstruct them back for them. Yes.
But it will get the same function?
It don't get the same function, but at least it will aid actually helping the sexual desire. Well, for the one who don't go back, for the fact it go naturally, I believe say it goes still perform the same sexual function. Because for me, any tissue go, there's a good blood supply, there's a good nerve supply also within it. So it might perform it, but as I say, it's something also you can do a study and see. But it depends on when they do them, because in a small picking, we know that goes sex, you can't able to tell. And also for help, Madam Nanso, Okay, so the other aspect also, like if they really take those type of studies, you cannot subject it because they get ethical consideration. Because study don't show say FGM get this kind of problem. You don't can subject that kind of studies. Okay, you don't do my business before. You go put you, when they take you sexual score, you go do sex, you go do bondolo, can see back again. Nobody can approve them. You understand? Because it gets an ethical based on studies where they don't do say it get problems. You don't get them. But in generally, what has been done is that still they get some some sexual dysfunction more than do FGM.
So we do then see sexual dysfunction.
Still agree.
No, I don't agree.
There's that part of sexual dysfunction for the one that way.
Well,
no, for me, now it's subjective. Doctor, I agree.
But study done with statistically significant that is what is happening. Not me say you get some they still don't do FGM, but they're not fall within a category. But that doesn't mean say the study bias. The study is still old. Say yes. So that is proving that it is cause.
But a very low number.
And a very low number based on the one they wouldn't gather the sample size and gather.
So that means you're lucky enough.
No, it's not lucky. It's just that it is not conclusive, like where everybody they talk saying that. But doc, how does that equate to libiaplasty? No. Next time when I do it, libiaplasty, because they said that they cut not so.
Which one?
Libiaplasty.
Well, I don't know about libiaplasty, but I know of clitoroplasty.
Libiaplasty, okay, but next time
when you think reconstruction of vagina, it can be. They construct the libia back.
So libiaplasty back then they delay.
But you see,
we just many thanks everyone. We go
your final we
go end and I don't answer, but you don't answer me. If based on waiting doctor don't present today, if it change your position, say woman we go bondo, still they get sexual pleasure. But you don't tell me say
yes, we
get not change your position.
And doctor don't basically cut the case. Doctor say research they way find out say now so but the say woman they way don't go then reduce not so doc.
We don't go say on they get on a low.
No, not say low. So not so
low.
He say, he not say low. No, doctor not say the way he say low.
Doctor,
so
how low they?
Okay, even if now one, even if now one, it's different, doc. Not so. Now research they talk about now, so you understand. Okay, significance not necessarily mean say he low. So waiting, doctor don't confirm. No. But low not mean say he not happy.
Yeah, he say he low.
No, low. Not change the conversation now.
Is it not low?
Low is okay.
Is it not LOW?
We know yes, LOW is different from it's not happening. Okay. So una be on the talk say, you understand? It not a be. So doc don't say he low. Dr. Fatu in research where he say decrease where doctor can confirm now. That means say we will take with 10. Forget there. You understand? So, but the contention has always been on a more serious note. The contention has always been, and the faux pas, advocacy faux pas there is a woman and we don't go through society, the rites of passage, they know they reach orgasm. Doctor say they do, even though ilo, like you than they. Also, you understand, we got for still hold on to the fact say this internal organ where they go read and me and doc will go talk about this more outside.
All right. Many thanks so much.
So the story is we do reach orgasm, we take our time to reach orgasm, and we're fine.
And you say you're not ask person for run go get orgasm quick.
No. We not all that's and doc say not subjective. Okay. You understand? And they say no, that's what don't.
I believe so person will not go bondo. Not they say and they get control of themselves.
No, not to me. It shouldn't be a judgmental thing. Now individual differences, as you know, the expert don't talk now today. So now waiting me feel, you understand? You can go, get a Swedish friend, blue-eyed and everything, we're very hot by everything. But just like what doc say, sometimes people get all of that, they didn't see there, so other factors then they. Unless we get over, we would reach orgasm slowly, but fine.
We will turn the coin and flip and clap for yourself, like how you say, from the man themselves we go through circumcision and the one that will not go through circumcision. We'll find the time for that.
Of course we get them.
We will find the time.
Yes, when I for find them, we'll talk about man then with, and you know it's all that shaming around. You go see something man will not circumcised, might probably not come. You go for friend, really very strong man will go come. Because we all will come out now, so we'll go oversee. We'll be if you say everybody circumcised, right? But not so everybody circumcised. And there's also this myth around man and we not circumcised, you understand? Then this, then that, then not sabi nothing. Now would I say so? When I don't test it, then they on pull more research.
You get any experience for share? You get experience?
Not experience for it.
For sure.
I have gone out with men who have, we're circumcised and we're not circumcised.
Are they the same?
The pleasure, not to something where they go to because it's circumcised, it's not circumcised, you understand? It's about intimacy. It's about our emotional connection.
Right, so
it's about
but
me, I'm satisfied with both.
Okay.
Another no preference. Now would like me.
Many thanks for joining at the program this morning. I saw this edition of the Breakfast Show go left on her. And earlier we've been talking to the politician and the APC and the SLPP tell we have prepared a day ahead of the 2028 elections. And this final segment, we talk to a gynecologist. We can tell we a own perspective where it comes to the issue of FGM, and according to them, based on waiting in the sea, now the theater or woman the way in the deal with where it comes to complications, it say you know go advise woman for go through undergo FGM. But we get Madam Nasu again at the studio we believe say he undergo the passage, you say what you call it? A rite of passage, and in belief say with already he don't sabi at this stage. If he want for go back to the hands of time, he can still go through in rites of passage. Well, we tell you now we not get a position on this. We can just bring come different people we can discuss their opinions them, and it left to you where they listen out. So for follow what you want for follow. Now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left on many thanks to Musa Saukroma and the rest of the team. Until we reach again, Mabel Kabade say have a lovely day.
Alex Lawrence Coleman.
If you have a Lawrence TV show.
watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.